Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Ghost and today we're gonna be doing some low tier SEAL clubbing. Who doesn't love that, right? We're gonna be in the tier 2 Japanese tech tree destroyer, the Iwaki. Or not the Iwaki, the Wakataki. Yeah, pretty fun. Now, not gonna lie, this game's gonna be pretty freaking one-sided, at least in terms of my skill versus these guys' skill. We're full-blown SEAL clubbing in this match right here, okay? So I'm not even gonna bother to even defend myself here. I had this match recorded actually a couple months ago, and it's just been sitting on my hard drive for, like I said, a couple months, and I was like, you know what? Just for the shits and giggles, why not show off some low-tier games here? So the first game we got is the Wakataki, okay? And the second game we got is in the Barask, the tier 3 French destroyer. So stick around if you guys would like. I do appreciate it, but just a little bit of a video for you guys, just for the shits and giggles. Now, we did just take out our first ship, the Guai Truin, who was deciding to charge in and, well, die, so there you go. We hit him with one torpedo, hit him with a couple of our guns, and down he goes. Now, we got another ship absolutely just rumbling around the corner here, the Thankyou. I actually switch over to AP on these little tiny guns, and I actually get overpens on a Thankyou with these tiny guns, but it doesn't matter because we got 2 torpedo hits there. Devastating strike, that's our second kill, and we're up to 23,000 damage. So, yeah, you gotta love Japanese destroyers, especially these low-tier broken destroyers, okay? Now, the Wakataki is kind of hilarious because if you get a really decent level Raizo Tanaka, you can get your concealment down to, let's just see real quick. Oh yeah, 4.4 kilometers. It's so fucking broken. Like, literally, who needs submarines in Legends when you already have them in the form of Japanese destroyers? Holy crap, that's hilarious. But, anyway, I digress. Let's go ahead and just do some more things here. So we got a South Carolina spotted, so we go ahead and take some shots with our tiny guns. And we get a penetration there, but nothing too spectacular by any means. Now notice the camo that we are rocking too on our Wakataki. The camo that we're running is the steampunk camo that I think I got out of a Halloween crate a couple years ago. I also got the camo for the St. Louis as well. It's pretty hilarious, I'm not even gonna lie. You know, one thing to keep in mind, guys, I don't usually play a whole lot of low tiers. I usually mainly play like tier 7 and 6s, and sometimes 5s or 4s. But I very rarely come down to tier 2 and tier 3, mainly because, well, let's be real. It's SEAL clubbing, it really is, and honestly, it's fun for the first couple games maybe, but it gets kind of repetitive and kind of one-sided after a while, you know what I mean? So, I don't like to come down here and completely ruin everybody's fun all the time, but sometimes, if I'm just having a really bad day, all I do is I take out one of these broken tier 2, tier 3 destroyers, and, well, do things like this to people. Yeah, there's really not much he could have done. And notice that we didn't even lose a single tick of hit points. Just like that, we just got our 3rd kill, a couple more torpedo hits, and yeah, we're up to 34,000 damage. Can you guys see where this match is potentially going here? We got 3 kills, there's still 4 ships left. There's a potential Kraken potential. So, we're gonna go ahead and chase that Kraken for sure. Now, currently our team is doing pretty damn decent up to this point. We got the Charlie cap on this side. Our team did manage to get the Bravo cap, but it looks like there's an enemy destroyer, the Fusilier, in the cap, so we gotta watch out for that. We gotta go kill that mother trucker. But, yeah, so, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these low tiers. Do you guys play a whole lot of low tiers? Like, I know a lot of you probably log in maybe once or twice a week to do your premium supplies, right? For your tier 2, tier 3 ships. But, I don't know, man. Sometimes it's just fun to come down here and mess around for a couple games and move back up to the higher tiers, of course. But, like I said, I usually play tier 4s, 5s, 6s, and 7s. I very rarely play tier 2s, 3s, 7s, or 8s and legendaries. So, 8 and Legendary tier are just so bad in my opinion. I couldn't care less about them. Legendary tier is okay. Just the only problem I have with Legendary tier is the fact that the service costs are unbelievably expensive. So for someone that's always needing more credits, for someone that's still trying to grind shit, Legendary tier is just not the tier to play. And the one thing I hate about tier 8 is the fact that, well, tier 8s get matched up against Legendary tiers. So not only do you not earn a whole lot of credits, but you're also usually at a disadvantage. You usually get up-tiered 70% of the time. So, you know, that's one thing I really don't like about tier 8 and Legendary tier. You know, I would like Legendary tier more. I would play it a lot more if it wasn't so goddamn expensive to run those ships. Like, I seriously would. But it turns me off just because of that reason. Now, if I already had everything in the game, if I had basically credits to waste or not gain, I guess I would play more Legendary tier, but that's just my preference. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys mainly play. I'm actually interested. I'm sure most of you guys play 5s through 7s, if I had to guess. I usually ask that question quite a bit on like my live streams and stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's get back into the game here. So we already, it looks like the destroyer that was in the Bravo cap actually did manage to die, so there's that. That's good to know. So now all we need to do at this point is just basically either wait for the game to end, because we're going to win on points either way, or we just do some more things and torp people, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We are in an absolute fantastic position right now. We got both of these enemy battleships just sailing in a straight line, pretty close to each other. The first rack's going to miss, but the second rack is going to hit its mark there on that Wyoming, and down he goes. Tier 2 destroyer. Absolutely pulling through here. That's our 4th kill of the game. We're up to 47,000 damage. And, yeah, that Wyoming had a lot of fun, that's for sure. But nonetheless, we will frickin' take it. Gotta love the frickin' Japanese overpowered torpedo boats, man. They are just something else, aren't they? But anyway, there's only one ship left. It's an enemy Bellerophon. HMS Bellerophon here, Tier 3 British battleship. And all we need to do is basically take him out. We got all of our hit points still intact, miraculously. But of course, we're on the last kill to the Kraken, and we don't get it, unfortunately, because it gets yoinked. God dang it, team. Ugh. It is what it is. But hey, not a bad little Tier 2 game right there. 1700 base XP, 4 kills. You gotta love the SEAL Clubbin', man. Sometimes it is genuinely fun. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the next match. In the Tier 3 French destroyer, the Barrasque. Now, one thing to mention about the Barrasque, it's a tech tree ship, so no premium bonuses, just like the Wakataki. But the Barrasque has something that is very dirty about it, and that is its torpedoes. These torpedoes are pretty damn disgusting. You've got 6 of them. 2 triple launchers, and when they hit like frickin' trucks. I don't know what it is about French torpedoes, but they basically almost hit as hard, if not harder, than Japanese torpedoes. They are dirty, so you really do not want to take French destroyer torpedoes. It doesn't matter what tier. Usually Tier 3 and Tier 4s, 5s, all of them have really fucking hard-hitting torpedoes. So, yeah, you really gotta watch out. Now, we are on my favorite map in the game, Solomon Islands. I really freaking like this map. It's a shame that it's not on any of the higher tier maps. I know there's a map on PC called, oh, what is it called? I completely forgot now, because of course my memory is absolutely horrible. I've got the Joe Biden virus, but no, I'm just playing around. But seriously, I don't even remember the freaking map. But it's a Japanese map. Okinawa. That's what I was thinking of. Okinawa, Japanese map. Okay, so it's Okinawa. That's the map. It's basically like Solomon Islands, but bigger, okay? So I would really like to see that map wargaming in World of Warships Legends. That would be freaking dope. Okinawa. Hell yeah, that'd be freaking sick. But anyway, we did send some very premature torpedoes there at the beginning of the game. I might catch somebody. I am a believer in the pre-torp strategy, okay? I always send torps around, even if there's nothing spotted, and I have caught people before, plenty of times, with random torpedoes. It's hilarious when it happens. It's absolutely hilarious when it happens. You know, funny enough, I got a little story. I'm sure most of you guys know Spartan Elite 43, but he streamed, I think, a year ago, probably 2 years ago, I don't remember. But it was a while ago, and I got into one of his games. I think I was in the Shimakaze. I was fucking around with it because I just got it. I had like no upgrades on it whatsoever. I had the long lance torpedoes on, and you guys should know how hard Japanese torpedoes hit. Even if you don't have the upgrades, they hit fucking hard. And we were on Hotspot. It was on the right side of the map. And the one thing about Hotspot is the two caps, especially the right side cap, it's very open. There's not a whole lot of islands in there at all. There's really no islands in the middle cap. So what I did in my Shimakaze is I put 3 racks of torpedoes in the in that cap, and there was 15 fishes, steel fishes, flying in the water at 60, 70 knots. And I actually managed to catch Spartan with one of those torpedoes on his live stream. And, oh man, I went to go watch it back, and he was fucking pissed. He was absolutely pissed. If you're watching this, Spartan, I do apologize. Not really, but shit happens, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so that was a big oof, definitely for Spartan there. But, hey, it's always freaking hilarious, no matter who it is, when you take a freaking random torpedo. Yeah, it makes me chuckle, especially when I'm the one torping somebody like that. But, anyway, enough jibber-jabbering about pre-launching torpedoes and the pre-torp strategy, which I do believe in. I do it quite a bit. I always send them in caps and shit, just flood the fucking area with torpedoes. But enough talk about that. Let's talk a little bit about the game here. Now, we're in the Barask, and we talked about the torpedoes, how good they are. And now we're going to talk about the guns. The guns on this thing are also pretty good as well. I think they're 130mm guns on a tier 3. Or they might be 120s, I forgot. But nonetheless, they're pretty damn good. You get 4 of them, and they have a pretty decent fire chance. I think it's like around 8% on my build, which is a little higher for a destroyer. I think if you don't get the fire chance up, it's like 6%. I don't even remember, but all I'm going to say is the guns are pretty good, and it's kind of like how most of the French destroyers are. Their guns hit pretty hard, and the torpedoes obviously hit very hard as well. Now, the one thing you got to keep in mind about the Barask is it does not have a smoke screen at all. It only has an engine boost, but it is French, so it's fucking quick as shit with that engine boost. So keep that in mind as well. Now, basically what we're doing on this side of the map is just tangoing around with these enemy battleships here. And as you guys can see, their shells are just not hitting their mark whatsoever. These poor freaking Wyomings here are just not able to hit me, and it's actually hilarious. And I'm basically able to just sit here at 6-7 kilometers and just open water gunboat these guys. I don't know how I'm doing it, but I'm doing it. Same with the freaking Orion here. The Orion cannot hit me. I'm getting super freaking lucky, I'm not even gonna lie. But these guys are just struggling to hit me. It's freaking hilarious. I'm just sitting here, or sailing around, and just popping off shots at these guys and getting free damage. I'm already up to 17,000 damage with just the guns, and I do have a fire, I think, on one of those Wyomings burning right now. It's that Wyoming right there that I'm looking at. But, yeah, so what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to turn away, and I actually do take my first hit from that enemy Orion. Well done, good sir. You finally freaking hit me. But what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to turn away and get a little bit more distance, because I'm getting a little bit too close for comfort. I'm not going to lie. I'm also joined by another destroyer here. I think he's also a Barask, but then again, I don't remember. Now, I sent torpedoes earlier at that Orion, and I actually did manage to hit him with 3 of those torpedoes, and just like that, we went from like 30,000 damage to 55,000 damage, and one of those torpedoes did actually cause a flood, and I think I am actually flooding the Orion as we speak, so he actually might die to that flood, which would be freaking awesome, so I will freaking take it. And just like that, though, with 3 torpedoes, we're already up to freaking 60,000 damage, and, well, actually, the Corsair killed that guy with a flood, or with a fire, so never mind. I guess we do not get the kill, which is okay. But anyway, we're gonna resume opening up with our guns again. You know, I love gunboating in any destroyer, so I'm gonna freaking take advantage of it, because these Wyomings have proved thus far that they cannot hit their shots for shit, so we're just gonna abuse it. Now, I say that, and I just take a couple 12-inch AP rounds from the Wyoming. Fortunately, they overpenned because, well, no armor, best armor, am I right? So, we were just able to eat a bunch of, well, 12-inch guns there, and really, yeah, kind of just laugh it off. So, we'll freaking take it. But we did send another couple racks of torpedoes out towards that Wyoming, so maybe we might hit them, who knows. In the meantime, though, we're opening up with our guns once again on this Wyoming right here, the one that's at 7.8 kilometers. And we're just going to keep on dakka-dakkaing and hope for the best here. That's basically all we're doing. And we actually did just get a fire there with these guns, which is awesome. And it looks like one of those torpedoes from that widespread is actually gonna make their mark. We hit them for 8,000 there with one torpedo. Hell frickin' yes. And we just got another fire on that Wyoming. I think he's now double fired. So he is double fucked right now. And he's also taken another torpedo. He's like fucking triple fucked. And down he goes. That is the one of the Wyomings down. And it looks like the Clemson is actually going to hit 2 more torpedoes on the other Wyoming. So there you frickin' go. We got a pretty damn goated frickin' Clemson player right there. I'm not even going to lie. Shout out to that Clemson player if you're watching this by some sheer, you know, luck and odds, I guess, right? But nonetheless, we've done pretty good up to this point. 85,000 damage, 4 torpedo hits, 83 main gun hits, and 85,000 damage with 4 fires set. I would say this match was a pretty damn good success. Let me know in the comments below. Once again, we are SEAL Clubbing. That's what the title is going to be. We're SEAL Clubbing. It's probably not going to be We're SEAL Clubbing. I'm going to name it something differently, but we're SEAL Clubbing in this freaking video, man. And, well, if you guys don't like SEAL Clubbing, you guys could have clicked off, like, literally at the first couple seconds of the video because, well, it's in the title, and, well, if you don't like SEAL Clubbers, don't watch. But for those of you who have stuck in this thus far, I do appreciate you. If you guys would like to go down there, hit that like button if you have enjoyed the video thus far. If you guys did not enjoy the video, you could always hit that dislike button. Doesn't affect me. If you really enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment below. Tell me what you guys thought of this one. Had a bit of fun, not gonna lie. But nonetheless, that's it for me. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Stay healthy, as always.